Hello everybody, this is Marya on YouTube. So today I wanted to do something special for this Bookish Friday, and I decided to do kind of like a wrap up of all the books I've read in 2018. So I have favorites and not so favorite reads of 2018. So if you guys want to learn what I loved and what I didn't really love, then keep on watching. So the first two books that I have to say are by content creators or YouTubers, whatever you want to call them. The first one is YouTube Secrets by Benji Travis and Sean Connell. And you guys, I recently did a review about this book. If you guys haven't seen it, I will link it down below, or you can click in the eye right there. That will take you to that video. But I love that book. That is why it's on the first place, in the first place. Honestly, I think you as a person can take away so many things from that book, not just if you're a YouTuber or content creator, whatever your career is, whatever it is that you do in your life, and even your personal life, you can take away a lot of learning experiences from that book. So I definitely recommend it because of that. The second book that I have in this favorites list is How to Be a Boss by Lily Sai. She's another YouTuber, superwoman. If you guys don't know her, where have you been? You've been missing out. But she did this book that basically it's like a life lesson learned, experienced book, and I really liked it because of that. I think it had a lot of advice on life and on YouTube as well, and it really shows you that it's not just about making videos and posting them. There's a lot of things that are involved in doing YouTube and doing life and being successful. So I definitely recommend those. Now to other physical favorites, there are no way of a list, there's no order, but one of my favorites, and this is a series so I count all of them as a book, this is The Selection. So I read all 6 books of this, and I actually really liked the entire story. I prefer the first part than the second part, which are the Elite, the Selection, the Elite, and the One. I definitely recommend you guys get these 3. I prefer if you guys get the 6 books, but these 3 are definitely my favorite ones. You get to experience so many things as all the girls that get in here, as the girl that actually falls in love with a prince, and it's just so many things. It's just like a princess movie mixed with a lot of mystery. So I really liked this series. If you guys haven't read it, do it. You will not regret it. So that is one. Another one that I have is Giccarella. This is one of my favorite ones. Oh, by the way, The Selection is by Kira Cass. If you guys haven't read it or haven't seen it. Giccarella is by Ashley Poston. Yeah, Ashley Poston, and I love this book. I read it, I think, in like 3 days, and I really liked it. It is a lot of things that I can relate to, and I don't know, I just fell in love with the characters, I fell in love with the story and the writing style, so I definitely recommend this one to you guys as well. One that I loved for many different reasons is All the Bright Places, and this is by Jennifer Niven. You guys, this book explained to me so many things that I didn't understand from a friend's suicide when I was living in Los Angeles, and it didn't explain as to his reason why that has been eaten away at me, but it did explain a lot of things of what goes on their mind when they're doing whatever it is they're doing. So I really appreciate this book. I think I learned a lot about it. I think there's a very difficult subject, and it was pretty well represented on this book. And yeah, this one has a really special place in my heart, and I will definitely recommend it to you guys blindly. I love it. Another book series that I have here, and this one I also made a review about, and this is The Young Elites, The Rose Society, and The Midnight Star by Mary Lou. Mary Lou is one of my favorite authors for YA dystopian sci-fi-ish type of stories, and she's so good at writing them. But yeah, The Young Elites, it's basically a story you want, but you didn't know you needed. This is about a badass girl that pretty much fights herself to be good or to be bad. She really is kind of lost trying to find her way, and when she finds it, she realizes she's not the person she's supposed to be. So I really, really like this series of books. I was entertained the whole way through. I didn't want to finish the last book because I just didn't want this world to end. And when it did, I wanted to cry. Honestly, I really did want to cry, but I love these books. I will recommend anything by Mary Lou anytime of any day. I love her. I would die if I meet her. Okay? So the last two books that are my favorites, and they are amazing books, and they're by the same author, are the books by Megan Miranda. So I have The Perfect Stranger and All the Missing Girls. I prefer The Missing Girls to The Perfect Stranger, but the way both books are written, the way both stories are told, and the characters in this book really these books really made me fall in love with both of them, and with Megan Miranda as a writer. She's amazing. I died when I read this book. I read it in a day because I was so freaking excited about it. I couldn't stop reading this book. Same with The Perfect Stranger. It gets you on this loop of people you think are guilty, but then it is somebody completely different that you didn't expect. And I gotta say, it's not easy for me to be surprised, or for me not to know how to solve the mystery in the book, and these two really got me by surprise. So I love these books. Now on to not so favorite books. I only have 3, and these are the 3. I actually made reviews, I think, about all of them, and I can't. So 2 of them are by the same author, so Ruth Ware, The Woman in Cabin 10, and The Lying Game. Now, I do like the ending of both of these books, but it takes so long to get to the freaking mystery or to actually something interesting in the book that it's kind of boring for the at least 150 pages into the book. It's pretty boring. There is nothing really that you can think like, oh my god, I completely understand everything now. It's just till the end you actually get to understand it. Everything. You kind of get clues here, maybe 3 other chapters, but there isn't really a lot of things to get you excited about them. At least not me. It really didn't make the cut for me. I did like the ending, but that was pretty much it from both of these books. And then the last one that I have here is The Couple Next Door. I did read these super fast, and I wasn't that the mystery wasn't that exciting for me. I don't know why. It was like a normal mystery book. It is a really good read. It has a very good writing style. It's something you can easily understand, but it really didn't make me, it is not memorable in my mind, and it didn't really stick with me. So those are the not so favorite books. So those are pretty much all the books that I have for these favorites and not so favorites of 2018. I read, I think, about 26 books this year. So I'm pushing myself to do better next year. I am pushing myself to read at least 1 to 2. If I can read more than 2, that's gonna be perfect, but between 1 and 2 books a week, because I do have to do book reviews and book hauls and book stuff for Bookish Friday. So I really want to push myself to be reading more, because I actually love reading, and it's one of my favorite things to do, and reviewing the books for you guys as well. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because it really does help me out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!